Hey everybody, this is Adam with Front Range Storm Contractors. We're out here in Sedalia again. Got a call yesterday from somebody who lives a block and a half away from the roof that we just did with the F-Wave Revia shingles. Pretty much everybody in this neighborhood has hail damage, and they've been waiting, wanting to get around to getting their property inspected. So called me yesterday, came out here to do it today. I'm just going to walk you through how to actually do an inspection. So let me turn the camera around. Alright, now the first thing you're going to do is introduce yourself. Let them know that you're there. Then if it's an appointment, go ahead and pull right into the driveway. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take an overall shot. So you come back, generally across the street is a good distance. You want to be at an angle from the house so that you can see both some of the roof and the siding features. Okay, then you're just going to take a picture right there. Next thing you're going to do is come, if they have a mailbox, to the mailbox or anything else that is standing out here in the yard. You're going to take a look at that. You're going to look at it from all different angles to see if you see anything. I found one little tiny hail mark right there. So we mark it, and then you take a picture. Make sure that you get the numbers in the frame so that you can prove that it was there. Now you can take another, because each side, front, left, right, and back that you do, you want to take an overall shot. So just stand here, take a wide view, then you come in and you start looking. And there's a gate on the other side, so I will start on this side. Just an overall shot, take that picture right there. Then you come in and you start looking, and you look at each of the windows. And trying to zoom this for you guys. There we go. You're going to look at window screens. You're going to look around the frame. There's really nothing on this one, so we're not taking any pictures there. Look at the window trim. Come all the way back to the other side. Look at the siding. Any paint on the siding, if there's any gutters or anything. And to be honest, I didn't find anything on this side of the house. We're just taking pictures of the things that we see, any damage that we see. So then you come to the other house, other side, take a wide view, start looking. Did find one little ding in the gutters right there, or the downspout, I should say. This stuff here, see that crease across there? That was hit by something. This looks like it could have been hail, but super big. I didn't see anything, and this one too could have been like super big hail. But I didn't see anything on the rest of the house that would support hail that size. There's a little piece of siding damage though, so you're gonna take a picture of that. Cha-chink. Then you're just gonna work your way from one side of the house to the other, taking pictures of any damage that you see. So garage door frame, garage door, siding, windows, on and on as you go down, okay? So we're gonna come to the garage door frame, and there's some hail marks in the paint. So you're gonna take close-up pictures of those. You can do it with your finger pointing at it like I just did, or not, because with our picture software, Company Cam, you can just edit the pictures to actually show with circles and arrows and things. I did not see anything on these windows. They're pretty sturdy windows. Also, as I looked on the garage door with my naked eye, I really didn't see anything. But then I brought out this lamp right here. LED high beam. That's what you want. And the way that you look at garage doors is from an angle. You want to get a light that you can, it's brighter than the sun. You see the spot right there? So in the daylight you can still see the light itself. It needs to be that bright. And you just look at an angle, like we're looking at the garage door right now, and you're looking for dents, and I generally look the lower 3 panels. That top panel up there is generally protected from the overhang of the soffit. But anyways, with this lamp, I found a good one right there. So then, just going to take the chalk. I'm going to mark it. Oh, that's the color where we can't see it. So let's try this red. Alright, so you marked it, then you're going to take a close-up. Then you're going to take a medium wide shot so that you can see it in relation to the garage door. Okay, then you're going to move on. Just keep on going down, taking pictures. If you find something, close-up shot, and then medium, and then wide if you need to, or just close-up and then wide. And as I came down the house this way, there's siding damage right there, so you can take a picture of that. Siding damage right there, and right there, so you can take a picture of that. Now, the railing and the porch, there's no paint on that at all, so nothing really to do there. You come here, take a wide shot of the side of the house, and you move in for close-ups. Didn't see anything on the downspout. Hit the windows. Look at those. Nothing really on the windows. On any of those. Little something on the window screen there, but I don't think that's from hail. Okay. Then we're gonna check out this downspout. I really didn't see anything on it, so no pictures to take there. This siding, I really didn't see any damage on this siding either, so no pictures to take there. Then you're going to take a look at the AC unit. Now, these super thick fins are what's called a hail guard. So, generally don't have to worry about the condenser fins on these units, but the hail guard itself can get damaged. Like this one. I don't think that's from hail, so I'm not going to take a picture of that. But a lot of times these top ones can get slightly damaged. Alright, so then next thing we're going to do is go through the gate. And always close the gate right away behind you in case they have pets. Even if the pets are inside when you get there, they might come out while you're still here. Okay, so then we're going to take another picture of this side of the house. Boom. And because there's a deck that completely obscures the second story there, we're going to go up on the deck and take another picture. Alright, now you're almost always not going to see anything underneath the deck unless it's got some super wide gaps in the flooring, which this one does not. So I would just really quickly look at kind of the edges. That looks like dogs chewing on it. I don't see anything on the furniture along the edges here. So then I'm just going to walk to the other side. Again, make sure that nothing along this leading edge would have had any damage, but it overhangs it quite a bit, so there's really nothing here yet. Not much on this house again yet. So check out the siding. Nothing. Like I said, come up on the deck. back into the corner so that you can get as wide of a shot as possible. Boom. Take a wide view. Again, on this deck, no paint, no stain, so nothing really to check out there. Gonna look at the windows. So there is a little bit of damage to the screen, so take a shot right there, close up, and then a wide shot to show which screen you're looking at. I don't see anything along the window frame. A little bit more on the window screens, so take a close-up, and then a wide shot so that you know which one it is. Looking at the paint on the doorway here. Could be dogs, because they have dogs, all that stuff right there. However, this stuff right here, teeny tiny hail, a little bit bigger hail, medium-sized hail, but definitely hail. Damage to the paint on this part and this part as well. So that's quite a bit. So take a close-up there, medium shot, move out, keep on going. Nothing on this window. Nothing really on this window. Now, since I'm down at the end, I'm going to check out the siding and work my way back. Checking out the siding, don't see anything here. Then I'm going to check out the personal property. There actually is something in the grill here. See that spot right there? One little dent. There's actually a couple more, but I didn't mark them because you only need to mark one, and I don't know if you guys can see them in here or not, but there are a couple more in this grill. Anyways, so moving on now. So that is all four sides of the house. So move on to any outbuildings like the shed. So I'm going to spare you guys from this video, because there's the shed. This particular one has like zero paint around it except for that side right there, and I really can't see any damage to the siding of it. And as far as that roof goes, I'm not climbing up on that shed till the adjuster gets here, so we'll worry about that at the adjustment. So anyways, then I'm going back out through the gate. And again, make sure to lock it right away. And that was pulled over there when I first went through. Okay, so now that I've looked at all of the elevations, I'm going to go check out the roof. Also, what I did as I walked around is from underneath here, I'm looking at any part of the gutter that I can see on the bottom here. So the flat part at the bottom is called the tray, and then obviously the front. I'm looking at those to see if I can see any dents. It's usually going to look like a dent coming at you, which is going to look a little bit like a nipple, bottom nipple or something like that. I don't really see any on these. They are galvanized steel, so they are pretty much a tank. Actually, these ones on the front right here are not galvanized steel, they're aluminum. But the rest of them are galvanized. And again, I didn't see anything. So then we're going to climb up the ladder. And from here, we're going to check out the top edge of the gutters as far as we can see. See if we can see anything there. Nothing really. We're going to check out how many layers of shingles there are, and there is one layer of shingles here. Let's see if we can tell what kind of decking there is. And underneath there is okay. But I happen to notice these are slightly different colored shingles. And this is aluminum gutter, and this is steel. This part of the house is newer. There is a second layer of shingles under this part of the roof. But luckily, still plywood underneath there. And it's just 2 layers of shingles. And I found that out because I wanted to see what was in the valley. So you always check to see what's underneath the shingles in the valley. And this one has 90-pound rolled roofing. Sometimes it'll be ice and water. It should be one of those two at least. Sometimes it's just metal also. That's a possibility too. And once you get up on the roof, first thing you're going to look at is the vents. I've already chalked things for you guys, so you can see a lot of dents on that one. On these, you're going to want to, I do it with my fingers. That's a 4-inch vent, so I'm going to hold out 4 fingers and take a picture of that. This one is a 2-inch vent, so I'm going to stick out 2 fingers and take a picture of that. This one's a 2-inch vent, so I'm going to stick out 2 fingers and take a picture of that. One dent chalked on the top of that one. Got a dent chalked on the top of that one. Definitely going to take a close-up picture of this one because it shows the size, 6 inches. Take a picture of every little thing that's sticking up out of this roof. Got a nice hail dent right there on that one. Another hail dent right there on that one. Got some solar panels here. So again, take a picture of everything that's sticking up through the roof. Chalked here, there, didn't really see anything. Oh, got a couple right there. Didn't really see a dent on this one, but that's fine. So on this one, if you look at an angle in the sunlight, you can see a bunch of dents on it. Okay. They don't take very good pictures that way, so you still want to chalk it. And because of the stainless on there, easiest way, actually it's not stainless, but just the coating. Easiest way to get chalk on there is to actually go around in a circle with it like that. This thing's new after the roof was installed too, because that is not installed right. Anyways, no more vents around here to take pictures of. But I am going to then go to the gutters, and again I'm looking at this top line right here, as well as to see if maybe I can see something poking into the gutters there. I'm just going to walk the edge. I didn't see anything on this house. So I'm then moving on to the shingles, okay? Shingles themselves. And so what I want to do is mark out an area that is 10 feet by 10 feet. And the easiest way to do that, I started on this side. Find a shingle seam right here. They are 3 feet long, so I count 1, 2, 3 shingles, which gets me to here, and then one more-ish foot. Mark that off, so I've got 2 corners there. They're not quite 6 inches in exposure that way, so I'm going to count 21 shingles down this way, make my 3rd corner, and then you just close off the square. Next thing is you're going to start looking for marks in the shingles from the hail. As you can see, there's a couple right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've got a bunch. I've got ones right in the middle of the shingle like that, and that, I've got ones right on the edge like that because I want you guys to know that they all count. One right there on the edge. All hail bruises matter. So anyways, then you're going to take your chalk, which I didn't bring up to the roof with me on this time, and you're going to indicate what side of the roof it is, and then how many hail bruises you found in that 10 foot by 10 foot. And so I use F for front, B for back, not R for rear, because then I move to R for right and L for left. So on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is what I marked. A ton more, but that's all that I marked. So I'm just going to write F equals 16. Move around to the back. Do the same thing with my square. Find the seam of a shingle. Mark it, count 1, 2, 3 and a foot, mark it, down 21, mark it, and close out the square. Then I'm looking for more bruises. And they're not as obvious on the back. And that's pretty common actually, that they're not going to be as obvious on every side. But there definitely is hail damage on this side of the roof as well. And the reason I'm pausing over each of these for you guys is because when you're doing inspections, you want to take 2 to 3 close-ups, just like I'm framing them out for you here, in each test square that you draw up, and then a wide shot of the test square so that they can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 in this test square. So I'm going to write B equals 11. Take a picture of that. And then an overall of the test square to show all 11 of them in there. So you can see the color difference in the color of the shingles right there. So that, everybody,